I wonder who ImHip will go. Do you think he's gonna go Olimar?
I feel like Duck Hunt would be the better player or the better character here, but he might go Olimar.
Alright, ImHip making some friendly conversation here with Razo, even though ImHip is clearly determined to win. So yeah, here we see the Duck Hunt coming out.
I feel like Duck Hunt has better aerials to counter Peach with.
That's true. Duck Hunt has a lot more anti-airs to use with all of his projectiles to work with.
Because all of Olimar's aerials, except for Nair, depend on the...
So yeah, like we saw at the very beginning of the match, ImHip utilizing the down B and side B in order to get Peach to just kind of like not approach.
Yeah, I believe this match is going to depend on, can Razo rack up enough damage to get the fair kill, or will Duck Hunt his owner out?
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be the former of the two options, at least in this point.
Not quite yet.
Ooh, using the turnip to
using the turnip again
to cancel the can approach.
So the turnip also destroys the discus. It's not the clay pigeon.
Ooh,
that can looking a little scary.
Ooh.
So the gunman hitting the can and then Razo getting a little surprised there.
Oh, he got the grab in and he mistimed the can just slightly. Oh, but he gets the up air.
Catching Razo's side B and hitting him with the up air. Yeah. That's going to take the first stock of the set.
Yeah, definitely Duck Hunt's up air is one of those like really deadly moves for Duck Hunt. It's probably his most deadly move, and he has a lot of options to connect into it, especially because it can.
Yeah, when you think about it, actually, Duck Hunt's up air is just the duck, like, hecking at the air 3 times. Yeah. It's a really awkward move, in my opinion, like the way it's set up. Yeah. But he gets the job done. And speaking of getting the job done, Razo taking ImHip's first stock.
I also believe that because Peach's down air is not as safe. Oh, there's the bomb. Nah, but he just wastes it. I think he didn't want that bomb in play as soon as possible because there's so many like hitboxes being thrown out that he might accidentally blow himself up.
Like if he was carrying the bomb and got hit by the can.
Or if he was carrying the bomb and he threw it at the gunman by accident and blew himself up. Yeah. There's just too many unknown.
It's a double-edged sword in this scenario.
Yeah. Mr. Saturn, on the other hand, would be probably optimal for...
That's only if you can get a Mr. Saturn.
Yeah.
Alright, so Turnip's doing a really good job in this matchup for Peach. It's stopping a lot of Duck Hunt's projectiles, especially the can.
Right.
So if the can is still in the air and it gets hit by a Turnip, it just bounces back.
Yep.
Alright, so Duck Hunt's at kill percent for a forward air.
Yeah, that's one of the really scary things is when Peach does the instant floats that they just barely hover above the ground, and therefore they can use their aerials.
Yeah.
So even though they're at standing height, essentially, they're still able to throw out aerials. And no, is that going to be it? No.
Alright, ImHip not really controlling his can.
Yeah.
At the same time, while Peach is able to do aerials with her float, she's also able to carry turnips while she does those aerials.
Yeah, and then she can Z-drop them too.
Ooh, side being into the can. ImHip, good recognition, getting that read.
Yeah, those cans, although they do rack up a lot of damage over time, they are not the strongest kill options. I don't believe they kill until like 150, 160-ish.
Yeah, I believe that's the right percent for the can to kill at. Oh!
Yep, here we go. So now she's in kill percent for the can.
Close call for ImHip. I mean, Razo.
Well,
catching Razo with the up air, taking the first game of the set. Yeah, like you said, this matchup really depends on how well Duck Hunt can zone out. And I believe that ImHip did a pretty decent job at that.
Right.
Another thing is, though, I'd like to see Razo not really letting ImHip get as much space as much as he let him.
I also like to see Razo not use side B as much because I
Yeah.
feel like when Peach does that, if she doesn't hit anything, then like she gets in a really bad position. And when all these projectiles are flying about, like you're gonna hit something and it's gonna hurt you in the end.
Exactly.
Yep.
I feel like Razo's trying to take a more aggressive
there was, like,
approach.
I'm pretty sure there was at least 5 side Bs within the last like 20 seconds.
I think side B is good for when you're trying to do a recovery, but it's not really the
It's a
best
horrible
option.
approach option.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to close distance, which honestly I could see that, but ImHip is just catching on to that and appropriately punishing her for it.
That down air at the ledge, catching a lot of options actually.
Yep. ImHip was looking for that grab so he can chain into the can up air.
So yeah, like I said, just use the turnips, hit the can, and then the can goes flying right back. Good on Razo for using more of the turnips, especially on the platform. There isn't much that Duck Hunt can do when Peach is on the platform.
Duck Hunt is just picking and choosing his battles very carefully here. Yeah, they're both playing in this like sort of middle area space.
Yeah.
And Duck Hunt is all about throwing that middle area space with projectiles, while Peach's goal is to break that wall and go for either a dare or a fair.
Yeah, so Razo doing a lot of ledge pressure here. ImHip getting caught a few times by down airs and neutral airs. ImHip looking a little clueless on what to do here, especially at the ledge. Puts him in a little bit of trouble when he stays at the ledge for too long.
All right.
Back air being a little on the more weaker side of Duck Hunt's.
Ooh, nice.
Nice can setup.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about can is that you can always change the momentum as long as you're in control of it.
Yeah. And as long as you're the one that hit it, you can still change where it goes.
Right. So Duck Hunt is just one of those really weird characters that
Razo with a really good 54% stream. Lots of damage on his part.
back air, yep. Oh,
That's
Stitch, and just threw it away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people don't recognize Stitch face until it's too
Until
late.
after you throw it, yeah.
It's one of those things where, like, if you have to take notice of every single turnip that you pull, I'm pretty sure all Peach mates would go crazy.
I think they're already a little crazy.
I like
That
the
was
option
really
to
good.
try to use the Toad to sort of absorb the damage, but unfortunately it didn't hit Toad, it hit Peach from behind her.
Really good on ImHip though, being able to create this zone. And Peach getting a little too close to Duck Hunt's forward smash and losing the stock. Alright, ImHip taking the second game of this set. Razo potentially on his last game.
I mean, definitely in this match, Peach has a lot more room to wiggle with.
Yeah.
Because she usually will not die until like 150, 160%. But Duck Hunt, on the other hand, he can easily die at 100.
Yes.
So there's that 50% gap where Razo has to work with in order to sort of bring things out to even. But that only works as long as they don't get caught by any like hard reads or forward smashes.
Yeah, I really would like to see Razo use more turnips because they just completely shut down all of Duck Hunt's projectiles.
I mean, while I would like to see more turnips too, I feel like turnips just are too laggy of an option because you have to pull it out, which you're only going to be able to do if you have free space to pull it out to begin
That's what
with.
the platform is for.
Again, I don't think this is like a Cloud where they're just going to camp the platform and charge limit. Like because Duck Hunt has
Camp
the
the
can.
platform and charge turnips. Turnip for what?
Turnip for what? Oh my god.
Okay, well, we're also doing a much better job this game getting the percent lead.
Alright.
That can is very scary in that situation.
Yeah. You saw Razo just like, okay, I'm gonna try to edge. Oh shoot, nope, there's the can.
Yeah, he acknowledged the can's existence, and then he realized that it's not really a good situation to be in at that position.
You realized that there was a can in between.
Dash attack almost killing, actually. Razo had a really good percent.
Alright.
Razo with this ledge pressure.
Yep.
Try to go for the up smash read, but ImHip was able to power shield it in time.
Oh.
That back air.
Yeah. I think what happened there was that when he threw out the can and just paused there, Razo had to take notice of it because he had to think, is he gonna run up and forward tilt the can? Is he gonna try to do can shenanigans? And then while his mind was paying attention to the can, Duck was just like, oh, I'm just gonna run up back here.
Yeah. So ImHip was able to completely change the tables in this game. So now ImHip is in the lead with a good, what is that, 25%?
Yeah.
35 actually. Alright, Razo in a decent position, able to put a little bit of pressure on ImHip. ImHip was able to get out of that though.
And there's the can coming into play again. Oh no, that could have been really bad.
ImHip has a lot of really good can pressure here going on.
Right.
Razo,
That's why
on
when
the
you
other
play
hand,
Duck Hunt, you have to think 5 steps ahead. Like, where am I going to send out this can? How am I going to approach with the can itself?
Yep, catching the landing with a forward smash and taking the set with a decisive 3-0. So next we're going to have ImHip versus Elegant for Grand Finals, right?
Yep.